Today we are whipping up a easy, delicious taco salad bowl. I like to serve mine in a tortilla, which I'll show you how to make, but you can totally skip that if you're trying to be healthier or mind your carbs. It comes together in about 20 minutes. It's fresh veggies and Mexican spices. We top that with a creamy chipotle dressing, and it's so good. Chef's kiss. So let's get to it. I'm using a large 10-inch flour tortilla to make my tortilla bowl. You can also use a low-carb tortilla, or you can opt out for the tortilla. You want to add oil to your pan. I'm using olive oil, and you're going to cook the tortilla for about 30 seconds on each side until it's browned. You then want to carefully place your tortilla into an oven-safe bowl, preferably with a flat bottom so it's easy to build your salad. You're then going to bake it at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for 10 minutes or until golden brown, and place that on a wire rack and let it cool. I'm using a lean ground beef, but you can use full fat, or you can use ground turkey or ground chicken, totally up to you. If you do use ground turkey or ground chicken, I find that adding a little beef bouillon to it gives it a really, really good taste. And just use your favorite taco seasoning. I just picked up mine from my local grocery store, but I also included directions and ingredients on how to make your own below in the description box. Once your meat is nice and brown, you add your taco seasoning and about a tablespoon of water, and you cook that until it's fully incorporated. For our chipotle dressing, we've got some sour cream, mayo, garlic, lime, cilantro, seasonings, and our chipotle peppers. I'm using one whole chipotle pepper, which makes this sauce medium spicy. But if you want it mild, I would start with just half of the pepper, combine your ingredients, and go from there. You could always add in more peppers. If you prefer no spice, you can leave out the peppers altogether, and you'll have a super delicious, creamy cilantro lime dressing. Combine those ingredients well until everything is fully incorporated, and then you're going to taste for salt and pepper and adjust based on your taste. I love iceberg lettuce with anything that has to do with tacos because it's fresh and crisp, and I just love the texture. I'm removing the top layer and getting rid of that. And then I'm just slicing it into fours and removing the hard core and giving it a rough chop. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's going to go in the salad. We just want it to be like thin crisp so that it's nice and crunchy. Let's add in some avocados since it's not a taco salad without avocado. Make sure your avocado is nice and ripe so that it's easier to cut. You're going to remove that pit carefully, and then you're going to dice your avocado. I just make slits in it and I dice them into fairly small chunks. For our tomatoes, you can use whatever tomato you like. I just like them to be on the firmer end so that they hold their shape. And I also like to add in some red onion, but some people like to leave this out or maybe use white onion or maybe some chives. It's totally up to you. What's great is you can really make this salad your own. To layer it, I like to add some refried beans to the bottom. I'm using a low-fat version, but totally up to you. I add in my lettuce and then a generous serving of our ground meat. And then I top it with my tomatoes, some avocado, the onions. I'm using a blend of Mexican cheese, but Jack or sharp cheddar works as well. And then I just top it with some fresh cilantro and our chipotle creamy dressing, and it's perfect. So there you have it, a healthy version for Taco Tuesdays, a quick weeknight meal, and it's perfect for meal prep minus the bowl, and on your table in 20 minutes. Enjoy. Bon appetit.